Make it 2nd and 4.
I know you felt that.
Oliver made the tackle. It's a pickup of 6.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. 2 minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
Here's a throw right side, taken in by his tight end. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
On first down, it's Watson. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. They'll fake the handoff. Now Watson steps away. Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. 7 yards there and a first down. Now a handoff here to his running back. And here he'll get it down to the 7. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it 2nd down. Now they'll run it on the toss. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. They call that a loss of 6 yards. And it's 3rd down now. Throwing on 3rd down, Watson escaping the pressure right. This will be caught at about the 5. Now the Bills will use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half.
A 22-yard attempt.
And Butker able to put this one through. And the lead will grow. It's now 17-0. Still a little bit of time left here in the second quarter, but they do get 3 before the half and expand that lead.
And they have to be happy about that, and we haven't met a team yet that doesn't put an emphasis on trying to get points on the board in the last 2 minutes of a half. They'll be real excited to have those up on the board.
Let's go, baby. Let's go.
At their own 17-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink.
The ball comes out. Now this is picked up by the Bills. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. Made his first, this now from 42 yards out. Butker's kick here is good, and that will do it for this first half. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll be taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line.
Let's go.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And that first half, one to forget really on both sides of the ball. They got to find some way to string something together here, don't they?
Yeah, they're down big right now. So as you mentioned, trying to find something to string together, get some consistency, something sustained. maybe calm their whole team down and find a way to get back in this one.
Yeah, because right now you're down big, you're being shut out. Let's see if this is the drive that kind of kickstarts them. They'll run it now out of the gun. He'll have a first down past the 40. And he's going to get this to the 40-yard line. 12 yards that time at a Pittsburgh first.
Partner, if you want more carries, I think we saw how you get him. Showed that he's got the fresh legs, and he picked up the first down on that run. Don't just ask for him. Show him that you're supposed to get the football.
Mariota to throw it. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
I think we've seen this before. Someone's down 3 scores. That situation there, it's just going to add to their growing frustrations, don't you think?
Yeah, a bad number 3 right now. 3-score game, third quarter, 3 and out, not what they wanted. And you can tell on the sideline, those faces are getting a little bit longer as this one goes. Here's a quick hitch route, and the throw complete. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's third down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. From the shotgun, it's Mariota. And going deep for Hill. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off down near the 5. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7.
Going to give this time to the tailback. And he will take this up to about the 8-yard line. They had 3 yards on first down, just 1 yard there.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
For this, man. They not ready for this. They still playing soccer. Y'all playing the wrong football. 59. Hey, check Mike 57. Mike 57. 55. Here we go.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Yeah, boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. They'll get 6 there on the run, but it brings up fourth down.
Don't be mad. Don't be mad. There's more coming. There's more where it came from.
The Bills send the punter out. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the third. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. That'll be a 50-yard punt with 8 on the return. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. From the 44. Mariota, flush to his right. He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at third down.
They brought the blitz that time, and I thought they were going to get to him, but instead, he flipped it on its ear and ended up picking up positive yardage.
I thought he was dead to rights, but you are exactly correct, sir, able to turn that into a positive gain. Mariota on 3rd and 2. He is going to find Hill here. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Tyreek Hill, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Steelers are able to close the gap just a bit. Extra point right down the middle. And that will get them 1 closer.
Steelers 7.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. Certainly want to avoid what they had to do last possession, and that was punt the football, because this game's starting to tighten up.
In a basketball sense, you think about taking a little bit of the air out of the ball, right? Maybe milk some clock, limit the possessions. In this case, they might want to do the same thing, but control the game offensively. Put together some first downs, put together a drive, and keep it away from them.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30.
Pin the mirrors back and go full strength. Shoot! Shoot! 56, bullet, high.
Now Watson. Wide open receiver, complete. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
Back's mine, back's mine. 29 is the mic.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there.
I know you feel that.
Earl Thomas in on the stop. If this defense wants to stay in this ballgame, they've got to start ending some drives. That helps.
And they have to look ahead at what they expect the offense to do. And right now with that lead, that's run the football. So you don't just stack the line of scrimmage. You have to get upfield and try and make some plays in their backfield.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Now a handoff working right. Able to power through. And he'll get this one across midfield and down into Steeler territory.
In my book, that's running the ball well, but with intelligence. How about him keeping the clock moving, staying in bounds?
Yeah, even though it's the third quarter, you're thinking ahead, aren't you? This is where your running game can really help you with a lead in the second half.
I agree totally. It's not just end-of-the-half situations that you worry about the clock. It's throughout the game. And with a lead, stay in bounds. Make them fight harder to try and catch you.
Watson to throw on 3rd down. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 37. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Back now here on EA Sports. It's the Bills with a lead and the football here to begin the 4th quarter. Now a handoff here to his running back. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. And I think we can get used to seeing more of that in this 4th quarter, especially if they're having success on the ground like they did there.
Yeah, I think back when we met with the head coach in preseason, and all he talked about was building a bully. And I think it was this situation he was envisioning. Trying to ice a game, plenty of time left, but being able to give the ball to his big runner and pound away and try and finish off a game.
They give him about 4 on the play, but he's marked short, so it'll be 3rd and about the length of the football.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, just 1 for 3 thus far. They're looking at 3rd and the nose of the football. And they give this time to the tailback. And he's able to pick up the first down here before he goes down at the 26. Officially a gain of just a yard there, but they do convert on 3rd and inches.
Hey, D-line, let's get in there. Let's get in there, Harry. Shift.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And only a yard this time as he's taken down right around the 26. Offensively with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Now, think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this, where they describe the scenario, tell you what they're looking for, and make sure that they're still attacking, yet at the same time not going so fast as to leave too much time on the clock.
Motion, motion, motion.
Now a handoff here to his running back. Back-to-back one-yard runs here, so that leaves him with a third down and 8.
Whenever we talk about the best strong safeties, one word constantly comes up, and that's instinct. Being able to diagnose run or pass and make the appropriate moves.
He crashed down hard there. He was ready for that running play. The Bills on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. Out of the gun, Watson. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And that's not going to get it done. He'll come up well short of the first at about the 21. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. And this one is no good. He missed it. And this score will stay right where it is. Now, Charles, all things considered, I guess that's not a critical miss at this stage, is it?
No, but still everything helps when you're trying to finish off a ball game. And you're right, not critical in terms of the scoreboard and the team, but the guy with the golden foot, he knows he's only as good as his last kick.
And no pitch there and no chance either, as he's brought down behind the line of scrimmage. Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on 2nd down. From the gun, Mariota gets this one to Hill. He'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6. They're giving those short little routes, tackled him in bounds too. They're just not going to get beat over the top.
Yeah, and if you can't really get downfield, take the short routes. But now you got to have guys who can actually break tackles and increase those gains.
Mariota now. But his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off at the 36. And he will score. Touchdown, Buffalo. That's the story of the game. They've been suffocating all game long on defense. They were suffocating there again in a big way.
And they've done it not just by out-athleting them, which is often the case, but by being able to adjust to anything they tried to throw at them and beating them to the punch each and every time. This was a defense that was well prepared.
And they turned the pick 6 into a pick 8 with that 2-point conversion.
I love how you upsell. That is outstanding right there. What a big-time play. Big switch in how this game was going, and then they capitalized a little bit on top.
And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
At their own 19-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They'll run it now out of the gun. He's got a first down past the 30 and all the way up to the 33-yard line. It's a Pittsburgh first down, a gain of 13.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
They stay on the ground. This time it's Michel. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. 12 yards that time at a Pittsburgh first. They held him in check in the first half, but that's his longest carry of the game right there.
So would this be the definition of fresh legs since he didn't get much done in the first half? Now he has a great opportunity. He's taking full advantage of it.
Keeping it on the ground on first, Michel. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. Seems pretty obvious defensively a key was stopping the run game. How have they done it so successfully?
To me, it seems that these guys really did a nice job of paying attention during the scouting report meeting. And you know, Brandon, when they do those, they talk about the top plays that these guys like to run. The best runs for the top running back. those are the ones you focus on and want to take away, and they've done that pretty successfully in this game.
So the Steelers with the football as we get you reset. They're looking at second down now as they search for a consolation score.
Three. Bravo! Check.
They'll try to throw now. Mariota. Over the middle, it's complete. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. The Steelers picking up 15 yards there and a first down. Now a first down carry. It's Michel. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
But no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
Throwing on 2nd and 3. Mariota. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. Mariota had an 87-yard run as a rookie. This one a bit less, but it is a first down.
Double time. Hey, you got 3 down. Check.
They'll run on first down. Michel. He's got the first down inside the 10. Another nice gain, 16 yards there and a first down again. Defensively, with this lead in the fourth quarter, I guess you can allow a run of that magnitude.
You're right about that, but really the focus has got to be don't fall in love with the idea that you're getting big runs now. You're right. They're actually being allowed. They've got to think really hard about getting some chunk plays through the air, too.
Now Mariota. Step it. And he's in for 6 and a Steeler touchdown. Marcus Mariota. His 2nd touchdown of the game and his 9th on the year. And the Steelers are able to cut into that deficit. Extra point splits the uprights, and that cuts the lead to 28-14. Now the Steelers use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. So 2 scores down, time definitely not an ally, but here comes the onside kick. And the Bills are going to recover. And this one travels out of bounds. So unsuccessful there on the onside kick try. Of course, they have the option, and they choose to not take the penalty.
They like the results of the play that they just ran, and they elect to let them stand.
19, 31. Watch QB drop. Check. Alert. Check 25. 25. Check 25. Check 9.
And to give this time to the tailback. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
All right, just go ahead and say it with me. That was a
mistake,
yes,
for sure.
Without a doubt, because at some point, put your foot in the ground, get upfield, and get down, protecting the ball. Don't go out of bounds, because when you go out of bounds, you're really just helping the defense.
Yeah, not to be too hyperbolic, but it's like giving the D an extra timeout, isn't it?
It certainly is. Gives them a chance to regroup, and it means you have to snap the ball an additional time, which always means the possibility of a mistake.
So 3rd down, they need to get to the 28 for a first. And he'll give it here to his running back. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 12 yards that time, and a Bills first down. His longest run of the game right there, and a pretty good time for it. A huge 3rd down conversion late.
Love the mindset. Love the way he flipped the switch late in the game, needed a big run, and helped produce it with great leverage from the offensive line. But you also know what happens, too. The defense stacks the line. So if you can break through that first barrier, there's usually plenty of room to run.
That good for 22 and a first down.
First and goal at the 1-yard line.
And, Charles, I think when the schedule comes out, all teams, no matter where they're predicted to finish, talk about protecting your home turf. They were able to do that here in this one.
Similar to a tennis match, right? Not letting them break